All right. What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another episode of the Classic Chronicles. So we're on episode 3 right now. Oh man, I just wanted to take a break and talk about the 90s for this episode because I feel like the last two episodes have been a bit solemn, I should say. And Wanted to kind of break that monotony and talk about something that I enjoy, which is the 90s. It's a decade that I am very fond of. It's a decade that I grew up in. First thing about the 90s, let's talk about the TV shows. So many great shows from so many different great networks. You had X-Men, the animated series, Spider-Man, the animated series, Batman, the animated series. So many. Man, X-Men, who doesn't like X-Men? As soon as you heard that opening theme, it just got you pumped for that episode, man. The opening theme is forever iconic, and thanks to Disney Plus, you can watch that, and I have binge watched the entire thing several times since Disney Plus launch. They better never get rid of that. Same thing with Spider-Man, the animated series. I feel like that doesn't get enough credit. Who doesn't love Spidey? Spidey's awesome. Venom and the Sinister Six, all of that great stuff. Uh, also, Batman the animated series, man. It was really dark, but I loved every single second of it. And thank you to HBO Max for taking over the rights to DC's library and putting it on your network for us to stream and enjoy. I plan on getting the Blu-ray DVD box set at some point. I missed out on the Amazon Prime sale, which I'm pretty upset about that it was on sale, but I plan on snagging it when I can. Okay, and over on oh man, also on Fox, you had Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, man. Such a huge fan of Power Rangers. Anybody that grew up in the 90s that said they wasn't a fan of Power Rangers is probably lying to you. Holy shit. I was and I still am a huge fan. Uh, Love Tommy Green Ranger. That was my, that was my joint right there. The Dragon Zord flute. I have it as my text tone actually now. So when somebody texts me, that Dragon Zord flute goes off, and it just brings back so many memories. And then I actually have the DVD box set of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which was gifted to me by my friend Stephanie. Uh, Go shout out her on her channel, Stephanie Infante, I believe, on YouTube. She's doing really great things over there. So go show her some love. Shout out to Stephanie, love you. What else? Oh, on as far as Nickelodeon shows went, you had Nick Arcade, My Brother and Me. Um, what else? Legends of the Hidden Temple, Guts, Global Guts, and Doug, Rugrats, and one of my favorite shows that's very underrated, Get the Picture. Now, let's dive into those shows a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you why I like them. Doug, who didn't like Doug, man? Patty Mayonnaise, my man Skeeter. Uh, Funniest part of the show was Mr. Dink, man. He was always trying to invent these things, and everything, no matter what it was, could be the littlest thing, was always very expensive. So that was pretty damn cool. And Rugrats, man. Oh man, who doesn't love Rugrats? Uh, Tommy and the gang. I wasn't too fond of when they tried to do All Grown Up, which Was another 90s series, but like I said, not too fond of it. And the reboot, I saw a little bit of it. I'm not too keen on it. Maybe I need to check it out some more on Paramount Plus, but not really doing it for me. But hey, you like it? That's your thing. Cool. Uh, my brother and me, man. Very, very underrated Nickelodeon series. They only did one season back in '94, I believe. And there were plans for a second season, but it never came to fruition due to creative differences. Here's a fun fact. If you remember the show Sea Bear and Jamal, uh, on Fox Saturday Morning, Alfie from My Brother and Me actually voiced Jamal. So that was pretty damn cool. I looked it up the other day. I did not actually know that before I looked it up. Um, let's see. Legends of the Hidden Temple, Guts, and Global Guts. Man, who didn't want to be on those shows as a kid? And audition and do good on those shows and stuff like that. Man, I'm so glad that we have Paramount Plus so that we can go back and relive some nostalgia. And Get the Picture. Oh man, that was one of my favorite shows because you had to be smart to solve the puzzles. Sometimes I would get them, sometimes I wouldn't, and they they put it in syndication back in '03, I believe, on the Nickelodeon Games and Sports channel. But that channel was short lived, and I'm really upset about that. Nick Arcade combines two of my favorite passions, music and trivia. I mean, video games and trivia. I'm sorry. Shout out to Phil Moore. That's also on Paramount Plus if y'all want to check it out. Um, Man, yeah, man, the and also the music of the 90's, man. I pretty much listen to everything 90's, man. I'm a huge 90's rock fan, grunge, Nirvana, Soundgarden, Weezer, Vertical Horizon. I'm a fan of all those, and I have like an entire playlist of '90s alternative rock on my iPhone. I always jam out to it when I'm in the gym. And '90s hip hop too. Tupac, Biggie, um, man, so many. Busta Rhymes, some of my favorite Pac songs, Trapped, Can't See Me, what else? What else? Toss It Up, How Do You Want It? Basically anything on the uh, Machiavelli album and All Eyes on Me, all of that. Love all of that. And Big, I still am a really huge Biggie fan. Grew up on the East Coast from New York. So, man, Who Shot Ya? Warning, Unbelievable, and anything off Life After Death. Notorious Doug's probably one of my favorite Biggie tracks because he collaborated with Bone Thugs and Harmony, which oh man, such a huge fan of. Love Bone Thugs and Harmony. And Busta Rhymes, man. The Coming. If you didn't listen to The Coming back in the day, man, I don't know, man. You really missed the boat. That is such a hip hop classic. It's one of the very few albums where there's not a bad song, and I can still listen to that album front to back to this day and not get tired of it. Oh man. Let's see. Keep It Moving, Finish Line, Flip Mode Squad meets Death Squad, my favorite track on there. That was an all-star collaboration. It's an 8-minute joint. Go and check it out if you haven't heard it. Of course, Woo Ha, Everything Remains Raw. Just a banger of an album, man. Uh, and damn. Let's see. uh 90s TV shows. Getting off the cartoon side. I mean, you had. I mean, I was in school when this came on, but you had Jerry Springer, uh, Sally Jesse Raphael, Ricky Lake, Maury. I used to watch all of those, man. I used to ask my mom to record Jerry Springer so I can get home and watch it. That was pretty damn cool. And a '90s professional wrestling. The Monday Night Wars. The Attitude Era in the WWF, and the on Monday Nitro you had all the former WWE stars coming over and going to WCW for less money, more money, and guaranteed dates. So it was a pretty cool, pretty damn cool time to be a wrestling fan. Man, Sting, uh, Lex Luger, Kevin Nash, all of those guys, Scott Hall, Harlem Heat. Then on the other channel, you had Austin, Rock, uh, Triple H, Undertaker. Man, such a great time to be a wrestling fan. What else about the '90s? Hmm. Oh, let's talk about some of my favorite snacks and drinks from the '90s, man. Of course, you can't go wrong with the classic plain M&Ms. Not a not a huge fan of all the flavors they have out now, except white chocolate. I do dig white chocolate, but I will always be a sucker for a bag of plain M&Ms. And also Skittles. I like original Skittles in the red bag. Uh, Man, what else? Dunkaroos. I hear they brought them back for a short time, but I can't seem to find them anywhere. So if y'all find them and y'all want to send them to me, hook a brother up, man. Also, fruit roll-ups, man. Um, what else? Oh, Surge soda. Love Surge. Ordered a case of it because they recently brought it back. Should be in next week. Can't wait for that. Um, Man. What else? What else? Uh, Other '90s snacks and stuff. Oh, I love combos. Who remember combos? Little pretzel sticks with cheese inside, or just cheese and pepperoni. Those are really cool. Um, oh man, what else? Hmm. Oh, what else? What else? 90 snacks. Oh, fruit roll-ups, man. Can't forget about fruit roll-ups. I believe you can still find them today. I haven't seen them anywhere, but I believe they're still available. Um, yeah, quick Google search online, you'll probably find them. And Oh, let's talk about, 90s fashion a little bit. I mean, every dude had a starter jacket. I know I had a Bulls and a Hornets one. The Bulls one was really nice. It was red and black. Uh, I used to wear that with my Jordan red and black patent leather final shoe 98 final shoes, man. Had the red and black joints. I had the Scottie Pippen Nike Airs. Uh just a just an awesome time, man. Oh man. So much great stuff about the '90s, and it's all making a comeback, in one form of another, from whether it be the TV shows or the fashion. So I'm making a comeback. Um. Oh, matter of fact, I can't not mention this in the '90s vlog. Man, y'all remember the book fairs, right? Y'all went when we went to elementary school and junior high school. There was a book fair. Man, you walked in as some bitch with $10, $15. It was like you walking in there like as if you were a millionaire, man. You buy books, posters, whatever. You go through the catalog like couple of days before, circle everything that you want, and hopefully they had it when you get over there, cause some that shit would sell out. Oh man, yeah. So and I bought the Goosebumps books. Like I was a really big fan of Goosebumps. I believe I still have them in a crate somewhere in the basement. Oh man, and comic books still have a big crate of comic books downstairs. Huge Marvel fan, not so much a DC guy. Like I said, I love Batman though, but I'm more of a Marvel fan than I am DC. Venom, Punisher, all of that. That really, really brings back the old days, man. Uh, and oh, matter of fact, yo, how am I like when I mentioned television, yo, how am I forgetting Family Matters and The Fresh Prince and Martin, man? Three timeless, uh, three timeless black sitcoms that'll never get old, man. Family Matters. I just recently binge watched the entire series. Took me like 2 weeks to do it, but I did it. And Martin, you could always catch it in syndication on BET or VH1 or something like that. They're always playing that. And Fresh Prince, same thing, man. I happen to have the box sets of both of those series, so I don't have to worry about that. And I believe you can catch Fresh Prince on HBO Max. I think it's still up there. Oh man, and the Wayne's Brothers too. That was another one. You can catch that on HBO Max. So man, highly recommend y'all check all these things out if you want to relive some nostalgia or you haven't seen it before. Yeah, granted, you've probably been living under a rock if you haven't seen any of those before, but hey, check them out. You won't be disappointed. Man, what else am I forgetting about the 90's? It's just a it's just a carefree time, man. Didn't have to worry about bills or being an adult, and that's one thing I will say to the people listening to this that have kids. I know several of y'all that have kids, several of my friends that are watching this that will watch this that have kids. Don't tell them, don't be in too much of a rush to grow up. Don't make that mistake, because we did, and boy, the world is a messed up place if I do say so myself. But hey, we only got one shot at this thing called life, so we might as well enjoy it. So anyway, that's gonna wrap this one up, and I will catch y'all on the next one. As always, put God first, and the rest will fall into place. Stay safe. Love y'all. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.